Hey, good morning everybody and Happy New Year. Hope all of you had a safe and Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. And I hope 2022 turns out to be a lot better for everybody. So if you've been following along, we are back out here on a new mansion build we have going in the Temecula wine country. We actually did some filming out here the other day and I covered over excavation in my previous video if you're following along on my channel. But there was a portion I haven't covered yet where we dug down 14 feet and we did all the excavating and the reason that we did it. So I have a video on that already and I'm going to cut into that right now. But thank you guys for following along on our channel. Continue to follow us on this build. This is going to be an awesome one-of-a-kind project. We have a couple of mansions getting ready to start here in about a month or so. So if you wouldn't mind, just go down right now and give us a thumbs up on our video. It just helps YouTube to recommend our videos to other people. And you guys continue to follow along. Let's cut into the video and you guys have an awesome day. Hey, good morning, welcome back to the channel. If you guys have been following along on this project, we're back out here on the new mansion build that's going in the Temecula wine country. We talked last time about the area that needed to be over excavated because it wasn't done and the house was not, where the house sits, it was not compacted. Bobby is here now. You can see what he's doing. He's digging out that area that we discussed in a previous video. You can see how deep it is. It's 12 feet deep already. He's gonna dig it all the way over to that pile, a big square. We will take all this dirt out and then we will put that dirt back, wet it, and compact it every 2 feet until it's back up and it's stable soil. So this is how you build. If you're gonna get into building, you wanna make sure that the house is going to sit on stable compacted soil. There was one area that we realized was not compacted where this house extends out because we added square footage to the house. We graded this lot about 2 years ago. So before we started digging our footings out here, you can see they're chalked out on the ground and the guys are here now chalking out the rest of it. Before we dig any footings, we want to make sure that we're on solid, stable, compacted soil. So we had an area that we had doubts about. We dug down, found out, yes, it was just loomy, loose soil. And now we're going to compact it up. It's only under one room, but we don't care. We want it compacted within 10 feet outside of the structure. So that's what's happening out here today. I'll cover some more that's going on here real soon, so stand by. Okay, so we're back out here this morning and it's gloomy, cloudy, looks like it's probably gonna rain. I think we're expecting rain a couple days this week. Anyway, you saw yesterday Bobby was digging with the excavator. He dug down an area 14 feet deep, 35 feet by 35, just under that one corner of the house. It was necessary because we didn't have compaction done and the house grew in square footage. So our house grew outside of the compacted area. So what he's doing now, he just built a ramp with our skip loader over here. He built a ramp down in there and he's been pushing dirt down in the hole and using this giant vibratory that he's on right now, and he drives down in there and he compacts the soil. You know, this is necessary. You don't want to ever take a chance that with a structure this size or with any structure, just like retaining walls, right? You want to make sure there's compacted soil because what will happen when you start adding weight, all the concrete, framed walls, stucco, everything that goes into the structure, you start adding that weight, this thing will start settling, and that's how foundations crack and fail. You end up with structural cracks and it fails, and you end up with settling, the project settling, and that's never good. So he's down in there right now, we'll cover it. He's down there with a vibratory. He just pushed another load of dirt down there. He's down to about 10 or 12 feet right now. He was down to 14 feet. So let's check out what's happening. could literally feel the ground vibrating from that vibratory. That thing puts down thousands of pounds per square inch, but it takes proper equipment to do a proper job. And like I said before many times, you don't want a structure on unstable ground, because then it's going to settle, foundations will fail, crack, and then you end up with a giant lawsuit. So Bobby is now on the excavator. He drove the excavator down in the hole, and he's using a sheep's foot, that we call it, on the end of the excavator to roll out and compact areas that he could not get with that giant vibratory. So we'll go over and take a look at what he's doing right now. But like I said, proper equipment leads to a proper job. So let's take a look at what he's doing with the excavator. That's called a sheep's foot. See, he can't get close to the sides of the bank with that giant vibratory, so he's rolling it with this machine. We just take the bucket off the end of the excavator and we put the sheep's foot on, and just apply pressure. Apply a pressure apparently while smoking a cigarette. That's it. That's what's happening out here today. We're going to finish this up. We're going to put another lift in there, another load of dirt, hit it with a vibratory, hit it with a sheep's foot on the excavator, build this thing all the way up until it's flat, grade it out nice and smooth, re-chalk our lines, and then Monday, today's Wednesday, Monday right after Christmas, we can dig our footings. So, hope you guys have an awesome day. Weather's nice. I don't know what state you're in, but you know, I don't want to complain, because I heard people got hit with tornadoes and everything, and that's horrible, especially this time of year or any time of year. Okay, Clinton Haley is my concrete man. He owns Precision Setup Concrete, and his guys are here right now. He does all of our foundation work. He's been doing our stuff for a long time, and he does an outstanding job. So the guys are here right now. Like I said, you can see behind me, they're digging the footings. And then we got Will right here. We got Will on the loader. Will's moving all the dirt out. Felipe's over here digging. You see right here, the dirt's still really soft from the rain that we had. These blue lines that you see right here, that's from my plumber. My plumber comes out and he lays out all of his lines where all of his plumbing trenches are going to go, because Felipe here is going to dig all those trenches as well. So you can see all of it over here. So as they're digging, they're cleaning it out nice and clean and compacting these trenches. See right here, these blue lines, it's our plumbing trenches where they're going to go out. These X's right here that you see marked out, chalked out on the ground, that's the side of this line that we're going to dig the footing on. Right over here is the room where we did the over excavation, if you followed the last video. So if you remember, right here we had sandy, loomy soil, and we realized that this area wasn't compacted, so we came in here. I'm going to cover that prior to the rain, so this video is going to be kind of backwards. But we came in here, dug all this down 14 feet and recompacted it. And all Will is doing, Will's just driving around and he's cleaning all the dirt out, and he's staging it all over there, because we're going to use that when we backfill the trenches. So that's what's happening out here today. You know, we're starting to get a lot done on this project. Even though we just started, we wanted to get on these footings because we have a lot of other projects coming up, and we have some that we're finishing up. So just trying to take advantage of the weather. Nice sunny day today. We did have about a week's worth of rain. Not too hard, but we had some erosion on some of our jobs. If you follow along on Dustin Williams' job, we had to go over there and fix some erosion for him. So we want to take advantage of this weather. We want to get these footings dug. The plan here is to dig here today. They'll be back here tomorrow digging. It's going to take about 3 days to excavate all these footings. And then we will start setting forms on Monday. So today is Monday. After the 1st, we'll start setting forms 1 week from now. Okay, you can see right here, here's the room where we did that over excavation that you saw in the last video. We've already got the footings dug, but you see the importance of doing that compaction here. We need these footings to be on solid ground. So this is the area where we did the over-X, and now we've got the footings dug. You can see all the blue lines laid out right here. This is where my plumber came and laid out, chalked out all of his blue lines. This is where his main plumbing trench is going to go down the center of the house, and it will exit out on the far end because our septic system will be down at that end over there where you see the excavator sitting. So that's what these blue lines are right here. Got the footings dug around on the outside. Out here, you will see this when we get into the build. This is an outdoor porch. This is all going to be beams, metal beams, and this is the outdoor patio area. Over here will be all opening walls. These will have the type of doors that open all the way up on these walls right here on this corner on both sides. But looking good. And they're going to continue to dig these footings out and get this done nice and clean today. But like I said, they will be back tomorrow. So let's go over here and take a look. See, as they're digging, they're compacting with the bucket and then cleaning everything out. And then when they're done digging all these footings, I mentioned before, you saw my soils engineer. I will have him come back out and do a compaction test on our footings. Go over here and check it out. You can see some of these footings. There's going to be massive I-beams here, but these are big pier footings right here. These are quite large because these are going to hold a large part of the structure. So it's looking good out here. You know, see the size of this right here? This is 8 feet by 6 feet. Looks good, nice and clean. Get there. So what we're doing with all the dirt, Will's operating the orange loader you see over there, a little Bobcat, and he's staging all the dirt over there because we're going to use that dirt to fill in all the plumbing trenches. You know, once my plumber comes in and gets all of his rough underground plumbing in, they will bring that dirt back in and fill in the trenches and compact it. So we don't want all the dirt laying out here because we need to see all of our chalked out lines. So as they're digging the footings, they're taking the dirt and staging it right over there. These white lines you see right here, where the X is, that's the side we're going to dig the footing on. Here's some more plumbing trenches right here. You can see where the plumbing goes out and hits all the bathrooms. Comes down, branches over here. There's a bathroom over here. Then it goes down here and it's going to exit out the house. Right here. And then our septic system will be over there. Red box you see right here, these are big pier footings that are going to support big massive metal I-beams. But yeah, things are starting to look really good out here. Nice and clean. This is the way we like to do it. You know, we like to keep the job clean as we're digging. You see right here? Looking good. Let's go over and talk to these guys, find out what's happening. So this is Johnny right here, and this is Will. Johnny's operating that big case you see over there, and he's the one digging the footings. Will's the one picking up all the dirt and moving it over here and staging it. So we're going to find out for these guys what they're doing right now. So Will, what's happening right now?
Yeah, I got you. We're just basically going over the footings, making sure we're digging it right.
Make sure they're in the right location. So that's important, right?
Very important.
So Will's making sure everything's in the right location, because if it's not, then we have to tear down the whole structure, and Will has to come back on his own dime and rebuild it. He has plenty of money though, so it's not a problem. So that's what's happening. See, they're constantly checking their plans, making sure that they are digging. You saw before we laid out all the strings. When my guys came out to do the layout, they laid out all their strings, and I mentioned how important that was before, to make sure when you do all your strings around the structure that everything is perfectly square, because all of these inside dimensions that you see here are taken off of those strings. And now, while these guys are digging, they're constantly getting out the plan and they're double checking, because this is all going to be solid concrete, right? There's one chance to get it right, because if you don't get it right on the first time, then you're coming back and you're going to have to saw cut, dig and remove, messes up the footings, you run into a compaction problem, a whole bunch of problems. So it's always better to double and triple check while you're working and make sure that everything is correct. So these guys are going to continue on with digging these footings today. I'm going to head out of here and go get started on another project. They're going to be here today and tomorrow, and then we'll be back Thursday to follow the form setting on this project. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to go down and give us a thumbs up on our video. Hopefully you guys have an awesome day. Once again, Happy New Year. And hopefully you can learn something by watching our projects. That'll help you with your project.